Welcome to another episode in my somewhat haphazard guide to the old Belfast and Newcastle Railway. I'm standing under a bridge abutment on the Creevy Road on the approach to what was once the subject of my 17th video, Crossgar Station.
These days the village is largely famous for its fancy short cross gin and its breaded chicken products, but between 1859 and 1950 it was a station on the main Belfast and Newcastle railway line between Ballinhinch Junction and Downpatrick, although there was a short-lived intermediate halt called Kingsbridge between 1929 and 1942. After crossing Creevy Road, where I started the video, the line crossed two roads and the Glasswater River in quick succession at the western boundary of the village as the line approached the station, the first one here on the Ballinhinch Road.
This sort of mass behind me is the remainder of the viaduct that crossed the road, and it would have gone from there, across the road, wait for that car to go past, would have gone from there, across the road in that direction towards the village. Actually, I'll pick the camera up and I'll show you if I can pick up on it. So from there, sort of going roughly in that direction, and that sort of valley across the road is roughly the line of the railway.
Closer to the village, the owner of this sauce factory told me that it's built on the site of what was once the tall railway embankment that carried the railway between all these bridges, and when the factory was built in the 70s, the embankment had to be torn down. And when you look in the other direction, you can see this mound at the junction of Kilmore Road and Station Road, which is the last remainder of this railway bridge that was just north of the station. This is the same view today with the steep incline to the station just beside where the bridge sat. Climbing Station Road, you reach this wall at the entrance to the Edenvale housing development that marks where the front gates of the station stood, and although I can find no photos of the front of the station building, there are several of the layout from platform view. So I've wheeled the camera around to face Downpatrick direction, and this isn't too far from where this 1926 Northern Whig photo was taken. There is not a trace of any of these structures left whatsoever today. That's the stationmaster's house on the left, the station building in the middle, and the goods shed in the distance.
So there's a wonderful colour film shot from roughly this perspective, not exactly the right angle, but in the last days of the BCDR by a guy called Tom Williamson. And his family actually suspect that he had loads and loads of other footage of the BCDR locked away. And the sad thing is that it'll probably never see the light of day. It's probably decaying somewhere. But I don't have the rights to show the footage, so I'll put a still in the video and a link in the description. Filmed in January 1950, Crossgar and Ballinhinch Junction.
So I've now moved to what would have been the south end of the station at what is now called Station Park. And this is how this same perspective would have looked just a couple of years after the line had closed in the early 50s. This photo was taken by Desmond Cockham and is looking north, so it's roughly the opposite direction to the Northern Whig photo, and the station buildings are now to the right. That's the signal box on the left, which wasn't in the other photo and was on the Belfast bound platform. Here's the view from the other direction, where the road running through the new development on the old railway alignment suddenly stops for some reason. So we're looking south towards Downpatrick, but more immediately Drake's Bridge, which is where I ended the video.
So that concludes our journey to Crossgar. Off the top of my head, I think I've only got Newcastle and Downpatrick left before I have to journey beyond County Down and into uncharted territory. As ever, if you like the video, please like, comment and subscribe. I have to say I really do appreciate all the people that have followed the channel so far, and I really do love seeing whenever there's a little YouTube icon on my smartphone to tell me that somebody has left me a comment. Love reading them all, try to reply if I can. But wherever I end up the next time, I'll see you soon, and thanks for watching.